Have you ever wondered why really brilliant people are struggling all the way from the cradle to the casket? You think they're so smart. Why aren't they rich? If they're so bright, why are they working so hard for so little, for so long? See, there's answers to those questions. I was puzzled. When I was 26 years old, I'd been doing what a lot of people did, nothing. I was going in the wrong direction. And I often say I was picking up speed, but I was definitely going in the wrong direction. And I left school. I only went to high school for a couple of months. I never had a half-decent job. I was 26 years old, and I met a man that sat down with me, and he said, "Bob, why don't you change your results?" Well, you know, results were something I never really thought about. Take a look at how happy are you? What kind of money are you earning? How do you spend your days? Who are you mixing with? What are your friends like? You know, that's all dependent on this code that we've got within us, this program. Because everything that comes into our life comes in an orderly way. See, this acorn can only grow into an oak tree. It'll never grow into a maple tree or a cherry tree. It can only grow into an oak tree, and that is because the acorn does not have the ability to rewrite the code. And it'll always only grow into one thing, an oak tree. Now, if it's planted in a proper environment and the earth's looked after properly, it'll grow into a good big oak tree and produce many, many acorns. We have a program in us, and it was built genetically, first of all, before we were even born. This, if you stop and really think about your life, why you're doing what you're doing, why you're living the way you're living, why don't you live the way you really want to live, you're going to realize that you have been programmed by your parents, first of all, genetically. That's how you got here. A little bit of energy from mom, a little bit of energy from dad, came swimming along and fell in love, and that was the nucleus of you. And then 280 days later, you made your appearance on the planet. Now, if you look really carefully, you very likely look like some of your relatives. It may be your mother or dad, or it could be your grandparents, might even be an aunt or an uncle. But we do resemble our relatives, and that is because there's a genetic strain there. And that genetic strain dictates the form of our body, the size of it, how we live, how we act. And then after we're born, we are exposed to an environment. And our subconscious mind is wide open. It's like a cup. And information starts to go in. You'll hear people spelling to each other so the baby doesn't hear them or the kids don't hear them. You know, it's so silly. It's the energy that we're transmitting. And whatever's going on in our mind is going right into that child's mind. When you have a brand new baby, that baby is like a fresh piece of clay. And every thought we think and every move we make is molding that clay. Make no mistake about it. That's the way it is. Now, I could go back and tell you how the program in me was built, circumstance it was built under, and was during a depression. And then as a little kid, we moved into the First World War, Second World War, and things happened. But it was in 1961 when I met a man and he gave me Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. Now, fortunately for me, I did exactly as he suggested, and everything in my life started to change. I was so fascinated with the information he was giving me and what it was doing in my life that I couldn't stop reading about it. I couldn't stop listening to it. I was listening to recordings, going to seminars, reading books, and my life was changing so fast. Now, what I really learned through that is that a person's life can change very fast. It doesn't have to take years or months or even weeks. It can change just like that. But it doesn't happen by accident. It happens by law. This whole universe operates by law. It operates in a very orderly way. like winter never follows winter. Think about it. When the tide goes out, it always comes back in. Well, this is an expression of the laws that govern the universe.
So, have you ever wondered why some incredibly smart people seem to struggle throughout their entire lives? I mean, seriously, if they're so brilliant, why aren't they rolling in dough? And why are they working their butts off for peanuts? Well, my friends, there are answers to these burning questions. Just like an acorn can only grow into an oak tree and never into a maple or cherry tree. Poor acorn can't catch a break. We humans also have a program within us. This program was built genetically before we were even born. Think about it, guys. You're a mix of your parents' energy and love. And after 280 days of cooking in the womb, voila, you made your grand entrance into the world. Now, take a good look at yourself. You probably resemble some of your relatives, right? It's not just a coincidence, my friends. It's all because of that genetic strain. It determines the shape and size of our bodies and even influences how we live and act. But wait, there's more. After we're born, our subconscious minds are like sponges. We soak up information from our environment. And get this, even when adults spell things out to avoid the little ones hearing, it's not fooling anyone. The energy we transmit and the thoughts we think are molding that baby's clay-like mind. It's like being a master sculptor without even knowing it. Reprogramming our subconscious mind is important because it holds the key to our beliefs, thoughts, and behaviors that shape our lives. The subconscious mind acts as a filter for our experiences, storing and processing information that influences our perception and decision-making. Bob shares their personal experience of how changing their subconscious programming transformed their life. They explain that our subconscious mind is like a program that is built from a combination of our genetic makeup and the information we absorb from our surroundings. This programming affects various aspects of our lives, such as our happiness, financial success, relationships, and daily habits. By understanding and reprogramming our subconscious mind, we can change our beliefs and thought patterns, which in turn can lead to different actions and outcomes. The speaker emphasizes the importance of aligning our thoughts and energy with the laws that govern the universe, such as the law of attraction or cause and effect. They suggest that by working with these laws, we can manifest the life we desire. Reprogramming the subconscious mind involves various techniques such as positive affirmations, visualization, meditation, and hypnosis. These methods help to replace limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns with positive and empowering ones. By consistently practicing these techniques, we can create new neural pathways in the brain and overwrite old programming. In summary, reprogramming our subconscious mind is important because it allows us to change our beliefs, thoughts, and behaviors, leading to different outcomes in life. By understanding the laws that govern the universe and working with them, we can transform our lives and achieve the success and happiness we desire. So remember, when the tide goes out, it always comes back in. These are the laws that govern the universe, my friends. And once you understand and work with these laws, your life can transform faster than you can say, abracadabra. So there you have it. Brilliant people may struggle because they're operating under a certain program, but with a little understanding of the laws that govern the universe, they can change their results and live the life they truly desire. Now, go forth and embrace the power of your own program.